an explanation as to why Ruthie was ejected? And
She left the court. She left the bench. She
but
can't.
it seemed like multiple players did, so that was just all they said.
I don't know. Like I think she just went even further than the other ones. I guess because I mean we hold them back, but it's okay. She just reacted her teammates, which is very good to see.
Mhm.
But hope she's not going to do it again. So
The composure your team maintained, when the Wings cut into that 12-point lead you guys had, how impressed were you by the way they were able to just stay collected?
yeah, we've been talking about those things. Like we trying to, like there are some moments that we're going down and that's normal, very normal. Every team does it in the world, NBA teams and WNBA teams and European teams or any kind of basketball games that can happen. So the most important thing is how you bounce back on those actions, on those moments. And that requires uh, uh, togetherness and how like get together, how you gather those things and bounce back as a team. It's not just a one person job. And today, our players, who's on the court, who's on the bench, who's on the side, all staff, we were united. And when we're united, we bounce back.
And then just the free throws too. I mean, 30 of 35, and this team has, I guess, struggled a bit from the free throw line. So seeing them respond at the free throw line in a game where it mattered so much, what was your message to them post game?
Well, I mean, we talk about the most I'm proud of today, more than any of those, our bench. Our bench contributed 30 with the 32 points. Dana had a big part of it. 9-for-9 free throw line, it goes to your question. We like to see Morgan like this. She make 3-for-3 from the 3-point line. Robin gave us a big minutes. And I mean they contributed very well. So we're pleased with, if you have a full of a team that contributes, it leads you to win the game on both sides, offensively and defensively.
We'll go to Steven on Zoom. Steven?
Hey, Coach. Just looking at Marina Mabry today, can you just speak to the offensive versatility that she brings to you in terms of her usage, being able to screen, being able to work off of screens and all of that?
Well, what she did today, I think that her composure, she just kept her composure. She looked for the right things and she tried to involve her teammates. Sometimes she passed it and get it back, and that, like those bold movements, it's help us to get a wide open shots, and she was able to knock it down. She's 8 for 14. It's very efficient, and she went to free throw line. She was aggressive. She shot 14 free throws, so 35 out of 14 out of 35. She was aggressive today, and I'm glad to see this because every day in every game, the other person is shining. So that's what we're talking about, and that's really good. And Ka has also contribute with the 23 points today. Courtney was a big time leader today on the court, 8 assists. Even though she got a big hit to her face. I wish we could have get that review. 8 assists, 8 rebounds for a guard. That was we were talking about today. Like we got to do the same thing on the board. She's the one part of it, she has that athleticism to contribute us on the defensive end, getting all those rebounds. And look, 8 assists is just spectacular.
And then my last question for you, you mentioned Dana Evans already getting to the free throw line. Can you just speak to like what her drives do in terms of creating advantages for everybody else to play off of? Because she also had 14 assist points in addition to her 14-point score today.
Well, she was, you said she was aggressive, and she has that speed and quickness, can blow by anybody. So we give the ball to her hand, and also one of the things that I'm proud of her. She did only one turnover in 25 minutes. I mean, 21 minutes. Making those plays. She has 5 assists, only 1 turnover, and 9 free throws. So that says a lot about the point guard that who can drive, who can pass, and who's not turning the ball over. And that's a great contribution from her. She was aggressive today.
Thank you.
We'll go to Carly Bell, please.
Hey, coach. This is the first time in franchise history that the Sky have put up 3 consecutive 100+ point games. You started to see offensive production in the Aces game, but what have you just seen out of the offensive progression since that Aces game to now that's allowed higher scoring games and things in that nature?
Well, so when it's come down to numbers, numbers doesn't lie, but I really I'm not looking at those numbers. All we trying to do, and numbers, it just comes out with what we do the right things. And right things is, I've been talking about, we move in the ball, guys. We move in the ball. We involve in our teammates. So that is crucial for us. So if everybody touches the ball, if everybody feels the part of the game, and everybody contributes. So that's what we've been emphasizing, and that's what they've been buying to it. So when you share the ball like this, yeah, I mean, it scores, it takes care of itself. And as I said, teams are doing some schemes, throw one schemes on one player and the other one is shining because we're making the right pass and right reads and right way to play.
And then just a quick follow-up. I know Courtney came back into the game after that collision, but do you have any update on her? Is she okay? Or
No, not yet. Not yet. It's too soon, guys.
Gotcha. Thank
Sorry.
you.
Mike Hughes, last one on Zoom. Mike Hughes.
Hey, coach, appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win. I just wanted to ask one question for you, and that's basically just, I know you already touched on it a little bit, but it seems like more so than just the game plan, more so than just shots falling, everybody's kind of becoming the best versions of themselves as of late at the right time, all the way from Morgan and Robin to Kalia and Court. How important has it been for you, for all of them to kind of just hit these cylinders at the same time, especially at this point in the season?
It's important to have a great character, people. And they have this big heart, huge heart that they believe in, and they buy in, and they do it because they are great players. They're good players. They're good human beings. More than players, they're good human beings. They understand the things, and they want to make that for each other. So they're enjoying being together, and it's just, for us as a staff, it's fun to watch. And we enjoying watching them on the sideline. They play as a great group.
I feel like there's a lot of questions in one. Okay. Just overall, Dallas is a tough team. They're physical, they're athletic, they're really strong. So we kind of knew coming in it was going to be a more physical game, just because last game we kind of thought that the physicality could have been higher on their part. So then, we expected it, but you kind of just got to stay composed, take the hits, but also be physical when you can too, without getting fouls. We got to defend without fouling, but also be physical. So that's kind of I thought was the key to the game. And then just the rebounding battle, it was a war for the rebounds. Watching, I'm sure when I go back and watch it, they're going to be flying in for rebounds and stuff like that. So to get a body and hit first and stuff like that, it's tough to do back to back. So I'm proud of our team for doing that. Dana and Odyssey, I mean, I think honestly, people just play hard, and it gets competitive, and sometimes words get exchanged or pushed, whatever it is, it's part of the game, I think, in my opinion.
Does a moment like that add to the intensity with which you guys go about playing the rest of the game, or does that fire you up to want to get the win more? How would you feel there?
I mean, I think when those altercations happen, I think the most important thing as a team is we need to make this work in our favor. So coming together and making sure that we bounce off of it upwards rather than kind of lose our momentum and lose our focus. And I thought we kept our focus really well, and I thought Dana kind of just like had her little altercation and then came back and was fine. Like I didn't think it took her out of the game at all or anything. So yeah.
And then last, you had two key trips to the free throw line there in the fourth quarter. They were,
Mhm.
threatening a 12-point lead you guys had.
Yeah.
Yeah, what type of confidence did you have at the line late, and how impressed were you by your team's free throw shooting tonight, given just that's been an area that's maybe been a struggle this season?
Yeah, I mean, like, remember when people put pressure and they're physical, like they have to give something up. So it was like the drives to the rim and getting to the rim and getting fouled. So kind of just like taking the hits and understanding that they're giving us something and going aggressively to the rim. And then the free throws at the end, just trusting, like, one, my teammates trust me to give me the ball to get fouled. So obviously I'm always grateful for that. And then being able to be dependable for your team. Like we came here, we fought for like 77 minutes at that time. And I want to step up and be there and be reliable. So I've been practicing my free throws. I think I had like a little stretch where I wasn't making as many as I usually do, but like just remembering that sometimes it's like a roller coaster and just keep playing and not get another chance to take these free throws.
We'll go to Carly Bell on Zoom, please.
Hey Marina, just this season, some of your highest scoring games have been against your former team. Is there any, and today you put up a 30 spot as well, on your old home court. Is there anything that just provides extra motivation going against your former team after a trade, or not really?
No, I mean, I want to play well every game for my team. Like I want to be reliable and be consistent. I thought my teammates did a really good job of finding me today and finding me early so I could get going. So always appreciate that. And then, I mean, these games are crucial for us. We dropped some that we didn't really want to drop and it hurt us. So now we're looking at the standings and there's some games we need to win. We need to get tougher and we've got to understand that sometimes it's going to be a battle and we've got to come out on top some of these times just because we want to be in a better position playoff wise. So that was more the motivation than to like go back at Dallas. Like I have a lot of love for Dallas.
And then to kind of follow up on that, with the standings being so close, there's a bigger game on Tuesday after a longer game that was more physical this series. Can that cause any, worry in regards to a Tuesday approach? Maybe worry is not the right word, but can that have an effect, like heading into a game against Minnesota, who only has a 1-game lead on you guys right now in the standings?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you have a choice right now. Like you can go and celebrate and get too high or get too low or whatever it is and not be ready to play on Tuesday. Or you can celebrate this win, enjoy it for the night, and then understand that tomorrow you need to prepare for Minnesota, who's a really good team, super well coached, really disciplined, and kind of let that game go, try to carry momentum and confidence from it, and understand that this is another game, a new team who doesn't care what we did in Dallas. They don't care at all.
Thank you.
Mike Hughes on Zoom, last one.
Hey, Marina, appreciate the time and congratulations on the win. I wanted to ask you, you talk about how physical Dallas has been and how strong they are, but I saw with 18 seconds left in the first half, you did the too small celebration. This second half, you've just been incredible on all cylinders. And I was wondering if anything changed for you during the All-Star break to whether it was just your preparation or your mentality or whatever it may be, where you just have just been able to hit this higher level of scoring wise.
I don't really like to make excuses, but I also like want to give myself grace here. Like we lost our coach. We had to adapt to another coach. Like, especially for like a wing player, you don't always know what to expect and you have to adapt again and adapt. And also I'm new to Chicago on top of all of it. So, and also transitioning from the 1 to the 2, and then also still playing someone. So, I'm only in my 5th season and I've never hit adversity like that at all. So maybe I didn't play well for a couple of weeks, but it's really all about how you see it. And I don't see it as not playing well. Like I see it as trying to adapt to what my new situation was.
For sure. And my last one was really just kind of on top of that, everybody on all cylinders right now. We were just talking to Coach about how everyone's just the best version of themselves right now, all the way from the bench to the starters. How important is that for you guys, especially in this part of the year where, like you said, you dropped some games you didn't want to drop and now everything's kind of coming together?
Yeah, I mean, our bench is huge. Like our roster, we need everybody from the top minutes to the lowest minutes to come in and give us everything that they bring to the table, because this is the WNBA. Everybody's capable of playing, like, and playing big minutes and playing well. So just having that confidence to come in and know you can help the team and also understand your role. So like, I feel like our bench has done such a good job of coming in and understanding that from game to game, we might need something different from you. So, yeah, I'm really proud of them. And I thought Dana was really, really good today, and Morgan. So that's like kind of what we need every single game.
That you wanted to.
I think it's all about how you take things. You can take that as fuel to the fire, or you can take that and get frustrated and get down on yourself. I think that just added fuel to our fire, and we want to win at the end of the day. So we had to look past that next play mentality, and I think that's what we did.
Obviously from our vantage point, it was an offensive foul, and then it looked like Odyssey shoved you in the back. Anything else you want to add?
She did not shove me. She did not hit me. So I was looking and I'm like, I wasn't hit. Like, she grabbed my arm and we was tangled up and that's what happened. She did not put her hands on me.
Okay. So in that moment, like, what are two competitors, what are the words? What's the moment like? What are you?
I mean, we just competing. Like, we're competitors. Like, we want to win at the end of the day. We want to be our best selves. So sometimes that happens. It gets chippy, but it's basketball. You move on, you don't hold grudges, you move on and you be ready to play the next game.
Absolutely. Last thing, the bench, you guys outscored them 30 to, I don't have the numbers right here, led by you 14 points. How much fire do you get from a game like this, where it is ultra competitive, very physical, you're going back and forth? How did that fuel your performance at all tonight?
Just stepping up to the plate. I think just being ready. I think I'm always trying to see how the game goes. I think I talked about this last time, but getting a feel for how the game was going. But I think I was watching, I'm like, our guards were attacking the bigs, attacking the post. So that's kind of my mentality going into the game today. I just knew I need to be more aggressive. I think I was a little hesitant last game, so I wanted to be more aggressive today.
Thanks. We'll go to Carly Bell on Zoom.
Hey, Dana, just one question. You said when I spoke to you in preseason that you really wanted to work on your confidence, on the court and carrying yourself in an aggressive, confident way on both offensively and defensively. How would you assess your progression from that to now? Like, it feels like you're playing with more confidence. You said you'd be more vocal. It just seems like you're entering into that in the second half of the season. What helped cause that switch or transition in the second half?
I would just say just believing in myself. Like you said, just making sure I'm confident in what I'm doing because I put the work in, I put the time in. Everybody believes in me. My teammates do, my coaches do. So that's obviously helpful. But at the end of the day, I know what I'm capable of doing and I know what I can do. So when I step on that court, I just got to be the best version of me.
Thank you.
We'll go to, sorry, Steven.
Hey, Dana, it seems like coming out of the All-Star break for you, it's been like a point of emphasis on just really turning the corner and getting downhill, whether that be the drive and kick or the drive and score or drive and get to the free throw line. I was just wondering, as far as your mindset, is that something that was specific in terms of coming out the break that you wanted to look to do, or is it just kind of coming in the course of the game for you?
I think it's just all coming together. I think now I'm more of reading the defense and not just having already in my mind, okay, I'm going to drive and I'm going to shoot it. I think I'm taking my time. I'm more patient. I'm reading that second line of defense. And if they step up and help, I'm making that kick pass now. And if they don't, I have a layup. But it just comes with me being aggressive. I think me being aggressive and getting to the basket just opens up everything.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining.